All right, we have some battery stocks because people keep asking me about these battery stocks. Now we have ABAT definitely doing some things. Well, in the past year, they are down for the year to date. And I'm looking, so Matthew's been talking about all these battery stocks for a while. I have calls for SLPD, solid power. I'm hoping. And AMPX, that is certainly one that people keep asking about. All right, so this ABAT collaborates with EV. It's pre-revenue, minimal, 1 million from recycling, okay? Collaborates with EV and energy storage firms for lithium-ion battery recycling and mineral production, partnered with 3 public universities. I don't know if that's such a big deal. 3 national laboratories, that's a big deal. And 1 private corporation under 20 million U.S. Department of Energy grant. Now that was back from Biden time, so I might not even, I don't even know. This one's going to name all. 3 battery tech. Okay. Operates as battery materials. Company explores battery metals such as lithium, nickel, cobalt, manganese. Develops commercialization technologies for extraction of battery minerals, as well as commercialize integrated process for the recycling of lithium ion. That could end up being a big thing. But I don't know. I might say ABAT, less. Now, solid power. This is why I like solid power. Ford and BMW for solid-state battery development, delivering production line cells for validation, supported by $130 million B-Series investment BMW, Ford, and Voltra Energy Technologies. Revenue, 20 to 25 million from R&D and sample deliveries, could reach 30 to 50 with ongoing partnerships. But see, that's why it's risky, obviously, because with the solid power, my calls are they've been really doing things. And, damn, they might finally have it, these fucks. I did not think these would be anything. I should have gotten less of a strike price, because now I don't have any. I sold the shares of this when it was at one of these highs, and I said, fuck it. I didn't think, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not interested in batteries, but batteries do a lot of things. I mean, I'm interested in drones and eVTOLs, and then they obviously, in the autonomous trucks. So all these things, batteries, they may be boring, but they're important, I think. So this, and then what are they going to say? The affordable disruptor. Speculative, see? ChatGPT picks 2 microcaps to make you a millionaire. What kind of fucking thing is this? Who did it? But well, why don't you just say Sam Altman picked them, okay? What did Sam Altman pick? BBI and solid power. All right, Sammy boy, you fucking dick sucker. I like that. Now, we'll see how solid power ends up doing. And I think that could be, we're waiting. If they start, what do they need? They need something like a solid power battery Ford, like this. If they can make a breakthrough, investing heavily, a company developing solid-state batteries as a part of the strategic electric development, solid-state batteries, if they have new news with Ford, invest 130 in solid-state batteries for EVs, are testing all solid-state batteries, I don't know. Maybe they're finally getting something. And you know what? People might know things, because everybody knows that there's people in the know. And we could be in the know if we stalk enough. Print Week India. This was from 5 days ago, because they've been doing things. 4.4 on battery tech advancements. They have advanced. That's what it would be. They're saying they're doing more. But see, I just get nervous something's going to be like an Enron. But I might say solid power. I think, because I like them, because then we also have QS. What do they say? Is it going to say what they did? No, I don't know. They don't say. Significant uptrend, innovative developments, garner attention. But they do have those partnerships. I think that's important. And then this KULR. And that's the other reason why I didn't want to get shares of solid power, because I was like, I'm just going to go fucking all in KULR. Works with NASA, Lockheed Martin, those fucking barbarians. EV companies for battery thermal management. See, this isn't exactly the same as the battery. It's a thermal management of the battery, but I don't know, same realm. Secured contracts with the U.S. Department of Defense and commercial aerospace firms. SpaceX. KULR. Michael Momany, do something. I talk about him a lot, and the thing with the vibrations, all the things Michael Momany does. QuantumScape. Now this one popped before solid power. And god damn, This would have been the better bet. 100%. Fucking shit. Can solid power do this then? Can't be in everything. What can you do? So you have solid QuantumScape. This has already popped. I mean, unless people are in it, could be the stock of the year. How are they going to say QuantumScape has soared in the past 3 months? Is it going to let us read it? Yes. Developer solid, difficult, hasn't commercialized. See, hasn't commercialized. So something could happen, and then generally meaningful revenue, racking up steep losses. Yet it still has a market cap of $6.1 billion. That, speaking of those market caps, they had IonQ, because Myron says, IonQ ever expect to grow their organic quantum computing business when their systems are never online? It's becoming laughable. 13 billion market cap. And well, that market cap just means that's how much people believe in the company, you could say. So with QS, wait, if we look at IonQ, now I want to know. Wait, IonQ is going to be at $46. And then QuantumScape, what's stopping them? If they actually have something. And IonQ technically doesn't have anything they're selling. So, like, couldn't you say that QuantumScape, let's see. They need to have the battery is what has to happen. Wait a minute. Rally 25. Who's their partners? That's also what I want to know. Batteries with solid electrolytes instead of liquid electrolytes using lithium. That difference in higher charging capacities, faster charging times, and better thermal resistance than their lithium-ion counterparts. However, solid-state batteries are also more expensive and difficult to manufacture. That they need partners. QuantumScape wants to change that market with the QSE battery for EVs, which have an energy density of 800 and can be rapidly charged from 10 to 80% in less than 15 minutes. That, I don't know how long it takes to charge an electric battery car, but I don't know how long it takes to charge my lawnmower. I don't know. With an average fast charging time of 20 minutes to an hour. I hope I didn't leave it plugged in. Then it can fucking start a fire. My goddamn, that is jerry-rigged. My dad says something else. When QuantumScape went public in 2020, it claimed it could commercialize its first batteries by 2024. Missed that deadline. Pushed back to 2026. This is where all of this is kind of sketchy, because I don't want to get into like an Enron situation. Not that the delay discouraged a lot of investors. Stock plummeted from all-time high of $131. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Wait. Dude. It did. So, first, QuantumScape initiated the baseline production for its next-gen Cobra separator process, which marked a major upgrade from its current Gen Raptor process in late June. That upgrade will significantly boost its cells reliability, equipment, productivity, and total yields. It will use the Cobra process to produce the first high-volume samples of the QSE batteries. The first deliveries of all those samples to automakers could set the foundation for the mass commercialization of its designs. When could this happen? That is the thing. In 2020, expect its revenue to rise $60 million as it narrows its net loss to $371 million. That growth should be driven by its deal with PowerCo and orders from other automakers. Its new manufacturing partnership with Murata, aimed at wrapping up production of the ceramic film used by its separators, should support that expansion. Those are important things. Very important. I think QS could do something. It looks expensive at more than 100 times its projected sales for 2027. Therefore, the upside potential for the next 12 months could be limited and won't have much downside protection during a market downturn. That might be why its insiders were net sellers over the past 3 months. So that's bad. So if the insiders were selling the past 3 months, we could maybe see a dip with QuantumScape. But I'm gonna write QuantumScape down. Well, I do I've been watching them, but calls for QuantumScape in, let's see, when those could be interesting. If we look, and now we'd be betting that QuantumScape, what if we said January? Goddamn, people think so. But we would wait till they had some type of horrific incident and then see no interest. So those could get set. We'll look at these tomorrow maybe. Because if they do something, yeah, these are all priced in stupidly. Fuck all these prices. But QuantumScape, going up to $27. I mean, that would be crazy, right? I didn't know it was all the way up there when people really believed in them, though. That's a whole new ball game, I could almost say. Well, not a whole new ball game, but a decent ball game. And then AMPX, you guys have been asking. Amprius Technologies, but I might say QS. What the fuck? Amprius, he has been saying that. Matthew has been saying that. He is right about a lot of things, goddamn. Amprius selected for Amazon Devices Climate Tech Accelerator. That's exciting. I do love Amazon. What did they say? Wait, we'll do that one too. Wait, AMPX isn't on this one. All right, this is going to be our AMPX. Amprius Technologies is a leader in next-generation lithium-ion batteries, focusing on its silicon anode platform, KULR, which offers 80% energy density for EVs, consumer electronics, and aerospace. Oh my God, I forget. They're going to know this. It's seen as high-growth stock with a 2025 revenue forecast outpacing the electrical equipment and parts industry. Amprius reported $33 million in revenue for 2024. That was way more than ABAT. Well, ABAT's obviously still tiny. Reflecting early commercial sales and R&D contracts. This growth stems from initial KULR cell deliveries and partnerships, though it remains a small fraction of its 10-20 announced price target valuation. Yahoo Finance numbers suggest a quarterly ramp-up, with analysis forecasting $6 to $9 billion annually for 2025, indicating 2024 was a transitional year with limited scale. These fucking batteries are probably going to be big, I must say. And now I don't know when they'll go down. I mean, obviously everything goes down. They're just hyping up now. But this one is a revenue one, so that is interesting. Okay, wait. 10% annual revenue growth for 2025 to 2026, outpacing the U.S. market. Analysts estimate a range of $6 billion to $9 billion, with an average of $7 billion. New partnership. God damn it. Chad, man. After this goes down, though, people will forget. A strategic contract with a South Korean battery manufacturer. That's excellent. Very excellent. Given the high analysis range, 2020 revenue might realistically start at $100 to $200 million if commercial orders materialize, with upside of $500 million if Amazon or other tech giants commit. This could be nice. Announced July 14, 2020, Amprius was selected for the 2025 cohort, collaborating with Amazon's technical and sustainability teams to integrate KULR batteries into millions of devices. What devices, though? What? And explore carbon reduction potential in Amazon devices. What is that? A silicon anode platform. The company supports developing technologies that help reduce carbon footprint. I don't really think fucking Jeff Bezos gives a flying cock suck about the fucking carbon footprint. Amprius was selected through a competition process prioritizing climate impact and innovation potential. Delivers up to 80% higher energy density than conventional lithium-ion, enabling longer runtimes, faster charging, and lightweight, designed to support more energy-efficient device platforms. Ooh, a valuable opportunity to engage with Amazon's technical and sustainability teams that are working on millions of devices worldwide. This is where I might get concerned, because Jadman and his team are not very well known for collaboration. They're kind of known for stealing people's stuff and then saying, fuck you, it's ours now. So but maybe he won't do that this time. Maybe he's going to turn a new leaf. Maybe his big-titted fiance was like, won't do it anymore, Jadman, don't. I don't know, but we'll see. The South Korean, they're not going to steal anything from us, vassals. A very beautiful people, though. Past collaborations with aerospace and EV firms suggest potential with companies like Airbus or Tesla, though not explicitly detailed in recent systems. Here's the other thing about all these batteries that kind of turned me off, because somebody had commented one time on something, a whole thing that why would you bother with the batteries if there's Tesla? But then I guess when you say that out loud, you kind of see why people would bother with the batteries, because it is Tesla, and Elon does a lot. Are the robots going to run on batteries? Of course they probably are. So, I don't know. But then, the other one was ENVX. What is their ENVX one? Ooh, this one. Partnered with smartphone makers. Rumored Apple ties. ENVX. Let's look at ENVX. Have they already popped? Yes. Looks like it. This one. they're still not at that. They're coming back. They're coming back for sure, but they're not at year highs. What was their? Oh, that would have been an all-time high back in 2021. So these guys, what are they even doing if they have rumored Apple ties? This is another one doing this silicon anode lithium battery. Firm's proprietary 3D cell architecture increases energy density and maintains high cycle. That could be interesting. Company was founded by Mr. Harold Jones Rust III and Ashok Lahiri. Okay, 2006, California. 2.98 billion market cap. Just finished. I don't really care about a golden cross symbol. 4.6 from samples, could rise to 10 to 20 if major deal materializes. Why do people think ENVX Apple? Why do people think this is what I would like to know. ENVX Apple, because that was Grok. So Mr. Fold now on X, if Apple is partnering, then obviously, when did he write this? I don't know who this is. He wrote it on May 14th. They're following what he is saying here. I think that's where Grok took this. But will moonshot when it gets out. If Apple has developed something internally, then it will be proprietary and no other RV will have access, so they will need all silicon battery to compete with Enovix. Enovix is poised to supply the market. This is great news for Enovix. So all these batteries do have a lot of competition. Maybe Zax is trying to say that interesting technical perspective. Are they going to say anything besides the technical things? Because if they get the Apple thing, that could be big. No, they didn't say anything. Fat Warren to release financials. Oh, they also, they have their earnings July 31st. So they might be rising regardless before earnings. Unveil a new video highlighting its state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Malaysia. The video will highlight the first volume manufacturing line recently used to produce Enovix's smartphone battery, built a customer's specifications as Enovix prepares for broader availability and a production ramp-up in 2025. These guys could be interesting, we might say. ENVX. And if they go down before then, I don't know. But I think that could be an interesting one. And then ENVX. And then you have plug power, which technically isn't really. And then somebody asked me about this, so wait. I'll go with solid power. I wanted plug power. This is hydrogen batteries. And they have also been doing interesting things, and this was when all the things was riding high. I think the plug power could easily get back to their $2 range, because hydrogen and fuel systems used primarily for the material handling and stationary power market. Its fuel system solution is designed to replace lead acid batteries in electric material handling vehicles and industrial trucks for some distribution. So 3 catalysts driving their turnaround. What are they? We have Plug Power shareholders been challenging, clearly reflected. Well, one of them was the Department of Energy was shitting on them, but I don't think they're going to shit on them anymore. The most significant de-risking event recently is the finalization of the $1.66 billion conditional loan guarantee from the Department of Energy. Where is GVOS? These fuckers, Christie. The loan provides a clear runway to build up to 6 new green hydrogen production facilities using capital that is significantly cheaper than issuing a new stock. Ooh, a process that can be dilutive to existing shareholders. Indeed. Beyond the finances, this loan serves as a powerful stamp of approval. The U.S. government's backing validates Plug's technology and signals that its domestic hydrogen production network is considered a strategic asset in support of the nation's clean energy goals. I think this is exciting. With more straightforward funding path, now focus shifts to commercial execution and recent developments that the company is transitioning its strategy into tangible business outcomes. That is, the most significant proof, multi-year deal expansion with Industrial U-Line, extending their partnership through 2030. That's good. Supplying 15 tons per day of green hydrogen and deploying Plug's fuel cell ecosystem up to 10 additional Uline sites. This agreement is a direct result of Plug's vertical integration strategy. Vertical integration strategy means they do a lot of their own stuff. That's very important. Possible companies' newly operational production plants in Georgia and Louisiana are now online and wrapping up their operations. Ramping. This is crucial development for the company's financial future. I like Plug Power. I'm happy about this. Perhaps the most is the turnaround comes with the company's leadership. Paul Middleton made significant open market purchase, acquiring 1 million company stock shares. I didn't know that. Well, Paul, that's excellent. I think Plug Power, and they do batteries too. So hydrogen power, I think they could be an excellent little guy right there. I do indeed like Plug Power. I want to get more. I think I might get more. They're up like crazy though. It would have been better to get it. Well, probably there. Plug in the 150 range. Plug under, I don't know. I don't think we get to plug under $1 again. That's how I did a big one. Got to see when I would think. I think they're going to do more. I don't want to sit here and say, I wish I had more plug. I really think they're going to do shit. Plug, solid power, I don't know, QS, ENVX, that AMPX, all these batteries, they could be nice gains, but we would wait, see if they drop. They could be nice plays for long-term calls. And then this guy, New Fortress, somebody had asked on YouTube, New Fortress, a holding company engaged in management of integrated gas to power infrastructure, funds, builds, operates natural gas. I think this could do well because natural gas is going to be needed for this power stuff until nuclear is ready. But they'll have an earnings August 8th, which would be a good time to see. They'll probably rise before, but, oh wait, this problematic. Well, Brazil still needs stuff, and I don't know if we get stuff from Brazil, but that could be a little tricky, being located in Brazil and having issues with Trumperton. But they're headquartered in New York, but if they're saying stuff in Brazil, could be a little bit of a tricky situation, but maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. They're still holding. Promising due to anticipated launch of its first fast LNG unit in 2024, which is projected to significantly enhance competitiveness and drive substantial growth in downstream demand. They could be okay. Oh wait, the startup operations for terminal in Barcelona and Santa Catarina combined with an increase by over 600 million, while capital expenditures are decreasing. And they do have good ratings, so, well, the $4 one's not that good. If they're $8.50, they're at $4.57. Hold. We'll see. I don't know. They changed it. So that one could be interesting.